Hey everyone, Roxabox90 here with a super awesome spoiler, if you can't tell from my voice. We have the first of the gods. We have Thassa, god of the sea. And I've been crazy, I've actually had to do like 3 redos of this video just because I'm so excited I keep like tripping over myself. So bear with me, hopefully this goes well. Thassa, god of the sea, 2 and a blue. Yes, that's 3 mana total CMC cost. And no, there's no tricks that's going to come further costs. It's 3 mana. Whew, here I was thinking all the gods would be huge splashy things that you can use in EDH or stuff, but we're starting with 3 mana. That's already promising. Legendary enchantment creature, god. Enchantment creature, we already confirmed that from the Planeswalker's Guide, which I dissected a couple days ago, a week ago, whenever. Can't keep track of these things. It's a mythic god. No way, guys. It's going to be a mythic rare. No way. Okay, and we have it's indestructible all the time. So this is important because the last cycle, so to speak, that had indestructible among gods was the Myojins from Kamigawa, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's the last cycle. The Myojins were indestructible as long as they had a divinity counter on it. And then you took off the divinity counter and they lost their indestructibility. Here you're indestructible all the time. What up? And why? Because it's an enchantment creature, which you have to remember. That means naturalize, you lose your huge mythic. Naturalize, naturalize, and of course all the other removals, but who hasn't played with naturalize before? Indestructible. Now we get to the ability. As long as your devotion, there we go, new keyword, god, ability. As long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, Thassa isn't a creature. Which means it just sits there as an enchantment. Which is a drawback. Why is this a drawback? Well, because the creature is a 5/5! What? 3 for a 5/5 indestructible I'm gonna like explode. 3 for a 5/5 indestructible enchantment creature. What is going on with this world? That is ridiculous. And this is in blue. Can you imagine what like the green one's gonna be like? Actually, it's an archer, so it's probably not gonna be ridiculously huge, but what? 3 for a... I have no words. Okay, 3 for a 5/5 creature. So as long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, Thassa isn't a creature. Whew! What is devotion? Well, it says here, each blue in the mana cost of permanents you control adds to your devotion to blue. Aha! This is awesome. Why is this awesome? Because it fits the flavor. We're having a monocolored set, or at least not monocolored, but like focused on having monocolored as an important role in the set. Taking the focus off of multicolor for a little bit because, thank you Ravnica, we've had tons of multicolor. So now that we're focusing a little bit more on monocolor, and probably 2-color also, just because monocolor can often work with it, devotion makes you want to play that color towards the god, because if you don't have total of 5 blue mana symbols on creatures you control, or it's less than 5, so you need at least 5 blue mana symbols, it's not a creature, which means Thassa is much less powerful than she would be. So if you focus on blue, and you have 5 blue or more, 5 blue mana symbols in permanents you control, then you're good to go. If anyone remembers, this is actually a reworked version of Chroma. Chroma is the ability word from Eventide. The central card I've used in my life was Primal Crux. I've actually used it way back when the set came out. It was pretty awesome. But not a huge, splashy, standard defining ability. It really wasn't. Primal Crux was 6 green mana symbols. So you had to have 6 green. And his creature with the power and toughness equal to the number of green mana symbols in mana cost of permanents you control. So when he came into play, he'd be a 6/6 guaranteed, and then if you had more creatures with green, he'd be bigger. And his mana cost was always the same. So here they redid it. They just reworked it a little bit in terms of the wording of the ability, and I think it fits both flavor-wise and it fits in terms of making sure that unless you're focused on monocolor, it's going to be a bit difficult to get 3 for a 5/5, which I'm very happy with, because if you play her, I think it's a him. Is it a her? I'm not sure. Thassa, I'm pretty sure is a her or a him. I don't remember. It's an it. It's an it. Okay, so Thassa, the it god of the sea, is not going to be quite as powerful as we think because you play it for 3, and it's probably not going to be a 5/5, chances are, because it's very hard to have 5 blue mana symbols since there is only 1 in its cost. You need to have 5. Okay. What's its abilities? At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. What is Okay. So you 3 for an enchantment that just sits there and every turn lets you choose your top card. Or lets you decide to put away if it's not good. If you don't recall, cards like Preordain and Serum Visions and things that let you choose from the top of your library and put on the bottom of your library, it's kind of a thing. Even in Modern, it's kind of a thing. Sure, it's not Scry 2, which is what a lot of these cards are, but even Scry 1, being able to Scry 1 every single turn this card's in play, which remember, it's indestructible, it's probably going to be in play for a while, unless, you know, you exile it, but it's, that's awesome. That's really awesome. 2, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Okay, that fits blue. I mean, I like that. 2 mana, it's kind of that Venser ability, and it fits the blue style, and the fact that she plays it plays mind games with its with the people who worship it and people that don't worship it. That kind of works. It's a kind of mess with you, make you better, and decide that sort of thing as target creature you control. So that's pretty cool. So all in all, you get at worst 3 for an indestructible enchantment that has these 2 abilities attached to it, or you have 3 for a 5/5 with those enchantments attached, with these abilities attached to it, and indestructible. Wow. I think it's awesome. I think it's really, really cool design, and I hope the other gods are as fascinating as Thassa because she's awesome. She, it, him. Okay, I'm going to go now. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section as well. Check out my channel sponsors in the description of the video as well as the link to this page so you can talk about Thassa and think about Thassa. And as always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.